Cooking with Amy.
Hey guys, good morning. I've got a new slow cooker recipe I think you're really going to love. It's a pork roast that you do with apples and brown sugar, and then it turns into wonderful pulled pork for sandwiches. Perfect for the big game or those busy weeknights. So if you can get everything in your slow cooker in the morning, just get up 5 minutes earlier. It cooks low and slow all day. You come in after a long day and dinner is done. And I love that. So we're going to start out with a pork butt roast, or you could do a pork tender roast, pork loin roast. Doesn't really matter. But you want a nice big one because, you know, these roasts, when you cook them low and slow, tend to shrink down. So I'm just going to get my roast into my slow cooker. And then I'm going to coat it with some Worcestershire sauce. Just a generous amount of Worcestershire sauce. Then I've got about a 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And I want to take that and kind of put it all over the roast, just so it's nice and covered and you've got a nice coating of the brown sugar. Okay, I've got some apple cider that I'm going to pour along the side of the roast. You don't want to pour it on top because I want that brown sugar to stay intact. And then this is optional. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to do just a little bit of bourbon. It's going to really work well with the apple cider, and then we're going to throw some apples in here too. About 2 to 3 apples. It's up to you if you want to peel them or not. For me, that's kind of one more thing to do, so I'm just going to throw those apples in there. And the apples are going to be really nice just right in on the sandwiches. You just serve them on the sandwiches if you like after they cook. So basically I'm going to get the rest of my apples in. In they go. It's that whole pork chops and applesauce thing. That combination of pork and apples just rocks. So the lid goes on, you go out and do your thing all day, come home 8 to 10 hours later, and this pork roast is just going to be falling apart on you. Look at this. So you use 2 forks at this point to kind of shred it apart. You're going to have some nice drippings in there, and then those apples are going to cook along with it. Can you see those in there? Wow, so good. So I went to Festival and picked up some nice hard rolls from the bakery, but even those El Cheapo hamburger buns work really well with this recipe. This is nice. Sometimes I'll throw some coleslaw over the top. I want to make sure and get some apples in there. And then it's up to you. You can throw some barbecue sauce on the top if you like, your favorite kind. And there you go. You have pulled pork sandwiches with apples and bourbon. This is always a hit. It's just really great when it's apple season, or really any time of year. So we'll throw a little barbecue sauce on there. And there you go. Recipes on the website. You can also pick it up at any area of Festival Foods. Enjoy. We'll be right back. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin.